Hare Krishna, thanks all for joining. So we covered till 24th sloka in the sixth chapter last week. So I'll go very quick revision. So in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, so Arjuna was put into a dilemma situation, and he is giving five reasons not to fight. So compassion is having a bodily platform attachment, and he's thinking like the enjoyment which he will get, he will not be able to enjoy like whatever wealth he is going to get from this particular war. He thinks okay, it is not going to be benefiting him, and he is fearful of sinful reaction, and he is thinking like the family tradition uh, will be destroyed, and he is unable to take any decision. So he is surrendering to Krishna, and Krishna instructing uh, him like a no, these five reasons you are saying like it is not worthy of the reason for not fighting. So you have to fight. Okay, on that basis, he is giving the reasons now. So in the first chapter, both the armies being assembled, and Dhritarashtra is questioning Sanjaya, and how the Shankas been, what are the various names of Shankas, and how the victory been predicted for Pandavas, all those things we have seen. Then in the second chapter, um, once Arjuna surrenders to Krishna, then Krishna um, helping him to understand the first initially the Sankhya philosophy. So what is the Sankhya philosophy? It is nothing but an analytical study of like a body and matter. Matter and spirit, which is the soul and body. Okay, so he is giving the 30 characteristics of the soul, which is soul is eternal, imperishable. It is uh, we can't destroy the soul. Likewise, like okay, he's giving all those details. Then he start talking about the karma kanda. Do your duty because you have to um, you have to just perform your duty as a kshatriya to protect the dharma. So if you are not protecting, if you are not fighting, you will be scorned. Like okay, you will be called very badly by your friends and colleagues. Like okay, so you can't miss out like okay to fight. So if victory comes, you will enjoy. If defeat comes, you will face that situation. But either way, you have to fight. So do your duty, and you will get some benefit, or like you will get some issues out of it. So then he's talking about how to elevate from karma kanda to the nishkama karma yoga. It is nothing but like a buddhi yoga. So you do the work, whatever result you are going to get, you will surrender to Lord. By doing that, you will not have any sinful reaction, and you don't need to take birth and death in this material world again. You will get out of that cycle. Then Arjuna having a query the what is the Sita Prajna, like a symptoms of self-realized soul. Then Krishna is explaining he will not have any bias towards the happiness or distress, good and evil. He will have a steady mind, he will do the devotional activities. So all those things he is explaining. Then he's saying one who is not connected to Krishna consciousness will not have any steady mind, and he will not have any peace, and he will not have any happiness also. So that is how he's ending the second chapter, contents of the Gita summarized. Then the third chapter, Arjuna is asking why you are engaging in this ghastly warfare. If you think okay, the renunciation is better. What Arjuna is thinking about renunciation, he's thinking renunciation of the work. But what Krishna is explaining, it is not renunciation of the work, it is renunciation in the work. So Krishna is not asking to renunciate the work. No, you do the work, but whatever results you are going to get, that renunciate. Okay, renunciate means that relinquish, you do the sannyas of that particular thing. So that is how he's explaining. There is no work prescribed for me in this three world. but still I am doing the work. Likewise, all the 12 Mahajans doing the work, he's quoting the example of Janaka Maharaj, correct? So then, um, then he's saying like he's explaining about the Varnashva Dharma. Varnashva Dharma. So what is the thing? It would be uh, based upon our activities and guna and karma. Like the varnashrama we will be either a brahmachari or a grihastha or sannyasi or vanaprastha. It would be based upon our guna, like what mode we are in, and activities, what activities we do. So in that manner, it would be like it would be done. So then he is talking about the purpose of Bhagavad Gita, which is 3.30, which is nothing but whatever question Arjuna is asking in 2.7, Karpanya dosa Pagata Swabhava, Krishna is answering here. So, Mai Sarvani Karmani, Sanyas Adhyatma Chetasaka. So, you, without any motive, without any desire to enjoy the result, you stand up and fight. Okay, this is what he's saying, like in the 3.30 sloka. And then Arjuna is asking, like, hey, then what is impelling force, like, hey, which is making us to do the what to say, sinful activities. Then Krishna is saying, like, it is lust only, Arjuna. And he is explaining, like, the lust, greed, and anger are three gateways to hell. So if you don't want to go to hell, obviously, like, you need to channelize this lust, greed, anger. So lust is nothing but like anything which is not connected to Krishna consciousness. If you want to achieve that, then it is lust. Okay. Uh, if that lust is fulfilled, then it becomes greed. If that lust is unfulfilled, it becomes anger. Okay, so then senses, mind, intelligence, like it covers the soul's knowledge. So these are the places like where lust will sit, and by regulating the senses, performance of duties with detachment, like a steady mind, we can. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, yeah. So that is how we need to control the mind, intelligence, and senses. We need to have it engaged in the right level of the Krishna consciousness activity. Then the fourth chapter, which is called the transcendental knowledge. Krishna says, okay, this transcendental knowledge I explained to sun god Vivaswan, from Vivaswan to Manu, Manu to Ikshvaku. Like this, the disciplic succession being broken whenever there is a decline in religion and irreligious practices like a predominant, I appear millennium after millennium to protect the dharma and to annihilate the miscreants like yada yadagi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata and paritranaya sadhunam, like those slokas are coming. Then again, Krishna is talking about the Varnashram Dharma, and he says like a Janma Karma Chame Divyam. So, which is just if you want to get out from this world, then we just need to do Janma Karma Chame Divyam. So, Lord Krishna's like a transcendental activities and transcendental appearance. If one knows, then they don't need to take the birth in this material world. Okay, so that is how like he's saying that it in authority. Then he's talking about the action, inaction, and forbidden action, which is karma, akarma, and vikarma. So karma is like we do some activity, we get the benefit, either enjoy or like a suffer those benefit. Okay, that is karma. Akarma means we do the activity, we surrender those results of the activity to Supreme so that we don't get any reaction. Vikarma means forbidden action, which is not prescribed in the scripture. So if we do some activities like okay, then that is a forbidden action. So then he is telling how to attain the Krishna conscious, how to attain the liberation. by using the Krishna consciousness. Like that is how the fourth chapter ends. Then the fifth chapter, which is called Karma Yoga Action in Krishna Consciousness. Again, whatever question he asked in the third chapter, the similar question he is asking Arjuna. Then Krishna is saying both sannyasa as well as the work in devotion has a similar effect, but work in devotion is like a much better because it is easy to perform and there is a guaranteed outcome. Wherein the sannyasa, you may get lost somewhere, and it is like a very tough to perform and longer time like it may take. So that is where we have seen the example of going to floor 1 to 100 via either via lift or via steps. Via lift is nothing but okay, we will go from floor 1 to 100. You can go via lift easily. So the similar way, like a devotion service, we can do it easily. Wherein if you go to floor 1 to 100 via steps, then it is nothing but the jnana yoga or sannyasa, where it will take longer time, and in between we have the tendency to lose also. Okay, so then he's talking about the ashtanga yoga. Ashtanga yoga is nothing but okay, we have to perform the eight stages of yoga, which is the yama niyama asana pranayama pratyahara dana dharana samadhi. So which is nothing but okay, we have to first avoid something, then we have to practice something, then we have to have a sitting posture, then how we have to control our breath, then how to connect to the soul, then we will attain the samadhi state, which is prescribed method for the Satya Yuga. But in Kali Yuga, okay, it would be very, very difficult to perform the Ashtanga Yoga. So that is the reason, like a devotional service or the the Harinam Sankirtan is the easy way to attain the Lord. By chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, we will be able to easily attain the Supreme Lord. Okay, that is where like he says the peace formula, where Bhoktaram Yagnatavasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suhurdam Sarva Bhutanam Nyatva Mam Santim Richadi. So Bhoktaram, Lord is the benefactor as well as beneficiary. Okay, and he is the friend of all the living entity. He is not only friend of only a human being or like a only animals. No, he is the friend of all the living beings. Sugurdam sarva bhutanam nyatva mam santim richadi. And he is the proprietor, supreme proprietor. We own nothing in this world. Okay, everything belongs to Lord, and we just came here as a caretaker. That's all. So one who knows all these things, he will be able to attain the peace. We all want peace and happiness in our life, correct? So if we just know all these things, okay, Lord is the supreme proprietor, Lord is the well-wisher for all the living entity, and Lord is the benefactor and beneficiary. What is the meaning of benefactor and what is the meaning of beneficiary? Can anyone say?
Hare Krishna, the one who provides and one who receives.
Yeah, one who provides is a benefactor or beneficiary.
Uh, Benefactor
Very good. Okay. One who receives,
is beneficiary.
beneficiary. If you go to the financial terms also in banking, beneficiaries, okay, I'm going to benefit by that bank. Okay, beneficiary. I'm the beneficiary, and the benefactor is like if someone who provides the aid or help. Okay, that is whom will be called as benefactor. So here, Lord is the benefactor as well as Lord is the beneficiary. Okay. So one who understands this, they will be able to attain the Lord and they will be able to have the peace formula. So then we are into chapter 6. Okay, this is what we are now covering. So the whole 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita have been classified into three sections. First six chapters are predominantly talking about Karma Yoga. Then the next six chapters talking about the Bhakti Yoga. The last six chapters are talking about Jnana Yoga. Okay. Uh, so this is the last chapter of Bhagavad Gita in the first section, which is Karma Yoga. Okay, the sixth chapter, which is predominantly talking about the Ashtanga Yoga, how to perform the Ashtanga Yoga in detail. So this is what we have seen, like a Yoga Rudra stage and the Yoga Rurukshu stage, and how to control the turbulent mind and the destination of unsuccessful yogi. So this is what like we are seeing now. Then who is the topmost yogi, like that we will see. So we stopped from 6.24. So let's cover 6.25. Till now, any doubt? Okay. Sanaihi sanairuparammed buddheya dhruti grihitaya atmasamstam manaha kritva nakinchit api chintayet. Chintaye means like okay, they have to think of. We all know like a chinta. Chinta means like we have to remember or like we have to think, correct? And kinchit means anything else. Okay, na kinchit, not anything else. Okay, gradually, step by step, one should become situated in trance. Trance means we have to sit in a position where like nothing disturbs us. Okay, it is a samadhi state. By means of intelligence sustained by full conviction, there shouldn't be any doubt in our mind. We have to have like a full conviction, and thus the mind should be fixed on the self alone. Mind, our mind is like a very turbulent, correct? Arjuna himself saying, Sanchalam ki manaha krishnaha pramati balavadritam. Okay, I can even control the wind, which is so fast in flowing, but I am unable to control my mind. Who is that Arjuna? Who aimed the eye of a fish, correct? Like, okay, the eye of a fish, he aimed by just seeing the reflection on the water. Okay, that Arjuna is saying because he is very well expert in the archery and aiming at the target, correct? But that Arjuna is saying, I am unable to control my mind. If for Arjuna that is a state, then what to speak of us, correct? It would be very much impossible for us to control our mind. But for Astanga Yoga, you have to have the mind should be fixed on the self alone and should think of nothing else. We shouldn't think anything else but only like I think of the mind. Sorry, mind has to think of like only the self alone. That self is nothing but the soul. Correct? We are the soul or we have the soul.
We are the soul.
Yeah, very good. Okay. We don't have the soul. We are the soul. We are not the body, but we are the soul. This has to be understood very firmly. Okay. So that is what he's saying. Like we have to control all these things. We have to focus our mind like to the self and nothing else alone. The next sloka. Yato yato nischalati manaschanchalamastiram tatastato niyamyaitad Atmani eva vasham nayet. From wherever the mind wanders, due to its flickering and unsteady nature, one must certainly withdraw it and bring it back under the control of the self. See, previous sloka, what is saying? Krishna is saying, you have to control your mind. You have to focus your mind only to the self alone. But in the next sloka, he's saying, still, while we are doing, it is impossible to control the mind. Still, mind will wander like a from here and there. It will go like a by just sitting in one place, you can traverse the whole world, whole universe. Like that is a powerful power of mind. Correct? Mind will, okay, by just sitting here, I will think about what is happening in America and what is happening in like a Japan, what is happening in Australia. Likewise, like a mind will traverse very fast, very quickly, like with all these places. So that is what he's saying. Wherever the mind wanders, like a due to its flickering, it is not unusual. Like it is usual because that is how like a Krishna designed this material world. Okay, the mind will wander, mind will like, okay, will not have any steady nature, but we have to practice. We have to make it as a practice, like to bring back the mind to the what to say to the focused attention. For example, like okay, for this, there is a one nice realization is there. Um One devotee been asked to carry the lamp with full of oil in a very the lamp was like a on, and he has to carry that lamp from one end to the other end of the temple. Okay, while he is walking, he couldn't able to do it successfully because his mind is like a wandering here and there, seeing like a who is there in that side, who is present in this side of the temple. So he is going to a guru and he's asking like a guru, I am unable to bring this particular thing um, because of various reasons. Please let me know like how to do this particular thing. So to carry a lamp on position, which is full in the oil, full with oil. So then Guru says, okay, I think your focus is not there. Okay, you are seeing in and around like who is present and who is there, who is not coming, all those things. So what you do is next time while you are carrying, you just focus all your rapt attention towards the lamp and towards like the oil should not fill out like from that particular lamp. You don't see who is surrounding, what is there in the surrounding, don't have any focus on that. You just focus only on the lamp which you are carrying. Then next time when the disciple is able to do that, he's focusing only on that particular lamp and the oil should not the spill out, and the lamp has to be in on position, so he's able to successfully perform that. Then guru is asking what made the difference? Yes, the focus. You didn't see what is surrounding you. You just focused on your activity. The similar manner, when we are focusing on our activity, okay, when we are be very much attached to that activity, it would be very easy to control the mind. For example, um, we see sometime like okay, what is your favorite hobby? If you like cricket, for example, okay, while the match is going on in a very tensed manner, so at the time you will not think anything else but that particular match, because we are so glued to that particular situation, because we like that situation so much. Or if you are watching a very thriller movie, a similar manner, you will not think anything else but only what is going to happen in that particular movie, because we are so attached and so attracted to that particular activity, because it is our favorite activity. So the similar manner, but when we are trying to chant, okay, our mind wanders here and there because we are not focused and we are not making that as a topmost activity. So that is what we have to do. We have to give the priority and we have to make the devotional service as a topmost activity in our life. If we do that in that manner, then it would be easy to channelize our mind, channelize our focused attention towards the devotional activities. Any realization or any example anyone wants to share it here, because this is very very important. One is learning the theory, which is Krishna is saying to Arjuna, control your mind, practice your mind, but how to practice that in our day to day life, that is what needed. We need to have the jnana and we have to have the vignan. Vignan means the applied knowledge. The applied knowledge has to be there, because otherwise learning the Bhagavad Gita sloka and learning the Bhagavad Gita in a class and doing other activities during the whole week, it doesn't serve the purpose. Only and only like it will serve the purpose if we know how to apply in our life whatever we are learning from Bhagavad Gita and the devotional service. This is very, very important. Any thoughts or realizations like anyone want to share regarding this?
So I have one question.
Yeah,
Like for the new devotees like us, when we are doing chanting, as you said, na, our minds are mind wander here and there while chanting.
yeah.
Did you got any means experience from the senior devotee? Did they share any experience that their mind is also wandering here and
Yeah,
there
yeah, correct, bro.
after?
Yeah. So it is as long as we are in this material world, the mind will wander. Okay, there is no doubt. No one uh, can control their mind in a very easy manner. But it is possible. It is not impossible. It is possible when we have. I am telling na Prabhu like in the similar manner, uh, how you are so glued to the activity which you like. So we need to make Krishna consciousness activity, the devotional activity, as a topmost activity, which we have to happily perform. There is a sloka, uh, Susukam Kartum Avyayam. What is that sloka? Uh, Susukam Kartum. Yeah, Rajavidya Rajagugyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam Pratyaksha Abhavam Daryam Susukam Kartum Avyayam. So this knowledge is not a very ordinary knowledge. Whatever we are learning in the academic material knowledge, that would be whatever we are learning from in the grade 6 may not be applicable in grade 7. We need to learn fresh, correct? But this Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, this is the transcendental knowledge. It is a Raja Vidya. This Vidya is king of education. And this is Raja Guhyam. It is very, very confidential. It would not be available so easily for everyone. Okay. So the Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam will be given to only the chosen people by the Lord. It is very, very confidential. It is not available so easily. Okay. It is Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam, Pavitram. It is very, very pure. It is not it didn't have any contamination. Pavitram idam uttamam. It is a topmost. It is a right way to understand. Pratyakshaga avam. It is like a directly experienced by the acharyas. Susukam kartum avyam. While performing, we have to happily perform, and by performing this, we will get the happiness. Okay. So this is what we have to understand. We all want happiness, correct? Whatever things we are going to get in this material world, that happiness, it has a start and end. For example, you get the money from your bonus you are getting. You got the money during that time, you are happy. But after the whole money being spent for so many things, you are sad, correct? Now you don't have the money. So that happiness has a start and end, correct? But the spiritual happiness, whatever we are going to get, it is not having any start and end. It is continuous. It is satatam. It is constant. There is no change. That's what the susukam kartum avyayam. Sukam means happiness, correct? It is susukam. Susukam means like a topmost happiness. It is where it is very, very easy and like a very what to say. It would be uh, happily. It has to be performed happily, and you will get the happiness also by performing it. Correct? So this is what acharyas will do. Whatever. So I am in this material world. So how I can get out of this material world? I have to perform the devotional service. Devotional service prescribed for Kali Yuga. What is a prescribed thing for Kali Yuga? It is chanting the holy name of the Lord and attending the Srimad Bhagavatam and the Bhagavad Gita classes. Okay. So chanting, I have to perform because that is the only thing which is not having any contamination. So let me chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, why I have to chant? Because by using this material body given to me, I have to uh, I have to increase my devotional bank balance, correct? So whatever time I left in my life, I have to perform more and more devotional service, because whatever devotional service I am gaining from this life, okay, it is not going to end with this life, because whatever money I am having in my life, okay, it will after I die, I have to start from zero, correct? But the devotional bank balance is not, it is not like that. Whatever I am, what if I am attending one class, or I am chanting like a Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, then I already registered a 0.001 percentage of like, okay, the devotional uh, benefit in my devotional account. So when I die and I start my new life, I will start from where I left over. If I have like a 50% in my devotional bank balance, in my next life my soul will start from the 50 percentage, not from zero. But my material bank balance, I have to start from zero, correct? Whatever money I have, I can't carry anything, but I can carry only the devotional service which I am performing in my life. So that is the reason this has to come in our mind all the time. So Krishna is the supreme. I am the friend of him, and he is the friend of me. Let me chant so that Krishna would be happy, I can be happy, and I am helping my soul to reach closer to Krishna, where I get the spiritual happiness. It is Sachit Anandam. Ananda means it is not happiness, it is Ananda, bliss. Okay. There is a great difference between the happiness and bliss. Happiness has a start and end, which is in the material world, but the bliss is no, that it doesn't have any end. It is continuous, constant. So these things has to be fed into our mind. We have to keep on remembering this. Okay, I need, why I am doing this, what benefit I am going to get, what benefit I am going to give it to my soul. So I will get out from the cycle of birth, death, punarapi maranam, punarapi jananam. So that has to be like a stopped. That cycle of birth and death has to be stopped. For that, I have to perform the devotional service. And what devotional service being prescribed in this Kali Yuga? It is chanting the holy name of the Lord. So let me chant. I am doing the right duty. Let me enjoy the chanting. Let me. There is a difference. I have to chant. Uh, I need to chant, or I want to chant, correct? There is a difference. So I want to chant. It is not I have to chant. Okay, I want to chant. I want to give the bliss to Krishna. I want to experience the bliss for my soul. In that manner, Prabhu, this simple conscious things will make us like a better to do the chanting. It is only about our consciousness. Hope I answered your question, Prabhu. It is a long one, but the simple, crisp responses, we have to feed the right things to our mind so that it gets attracted to the chanting. Fine?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yes.
Hare Krishna. Any other realizations or questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, just my 2 cents on this. I
Yeah.
think association, attending bhajans or satsang or something like that, where you are drawn to the, stories of Krishna or, the miracles of God's, the way God does,
Yeah.
or any stories of bhaktas that you listen. I think they naturally attract you, and they kind of make you naturally attracted. It's like uh, it's
Correct.
like how you have a fascination for a particular hero, you keep watching his movies. Similarly, like the more you listen about Krishna, or the more you attend a satsang or listen to a bhajan or something like that, it naturally attracts you and draws you towards that kind of path. And then after that, whatever chanting or anything you do, it is purely out of your interest and bliss. That's it.
Yeah,
That's what
correct.
I think it is.
Correct. Yeah, that is perfectly correct, Maji. Like it is a right way. So uh, you just think about like who you like the most in this world. Okay. For example, if you're liking like a cricket, then you may like Sachin or Virat like to the max, correct? Uh,
Mhm.
so where Sachin and Virat like gets the energy and gets the power like to play, uh, gets the motivation to play because it is nothing but like it is coming from Krishna. So rather than getting attracted to the mundane things like in the material world, okay, I get attracted to Krishna who possesses all the six opulences. Aishwaryasya, Samagrasya, Viryasya, Yashashasriyaga, Jnana, Vairagya, Yochaiva, Sannam, Baha, Idinkana. So, how to remember this very easily?
Forbes.
Yeah, Forbes. Okay. So, now the connection may disconnect, like, please rejoin the Zoom session. So Forbes like F represents fame, O represents like a opulence, R represents renunciation, uh, B represents beauty, E represents education or knowledge, S represents strength. So Forbes FORBES. By doing that, so one who possesses this all six characteristics, like okay, in full and in all the time, he only can be called as Bhagavan. Okay. Who can be called as Bhagavan? Only Krishna because so so Forbes FORBES like okay, so one who possesses all the thing like okay, and all the time in full quality quantity, they only call can be called as Bhagavan. So only Krishna can be called as Bhagavan. Okay. So that Krishna, rather than like okay, I am getting attracted to the mundane things, let me get attracted to that Krishna who possesses all the things. So that will make us like a friend to Krishna. Sugurdam Sarva Bhutanam. So let me be friend to Krishna because he is not ordinary person. He likes each and every living entity, like he will treat it in a similar manner. So let me get an opportunity to see Krishna by doing devotion service. Okay, so by he performed so many pastimes in Vrindavan and in various other parts of like the universe and other part of the time. So let me get attracted like to Mahabharata and Ramayana. So and the scriptures like such as Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. So this is how like our focused attention has to be. Like you rightly mentioned, Mataji. Yeah, there are various pastimes of the devotees like where Krishna protected his devotee. For example, Ambrisha Maharaj being protected, okay, by from Durvasha Muni's anger, and Durva Maharaj like a being protected. Prahlad Maharaj being protected, like okay. So likewise, there are so many pastimes. Let us get attracted. Like let me not waste my time in the mundane things rather than like a focusing fully on the Krishna consciousness activity. So by doing that, like that is what we have seen in 4.9. जन्म कर्म चमे दिव्यम एवं यो व्यक्ति तत्व त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म नाइति माम एति सो अर्जुना. So one who knows Lord Krishna's transcendental appearance and activities, transcendental activities, they never need to take birth in this material world. So they will get liberated by doing that activity. So that is what we have to understand and we have to apply in our life. Okay. So you rightly said, like, so we have to get attracted to Lord Krishna's activities. Okay, by doing that, we will be able to go back to the spiritual world so easily and quickly. Okay, so we have to control our mind. We have to focus our mind with all these activities. Okay, so let's go to the next loka, 6.27. Prashantamanasam hyenam yohinam sukhamuttamam Upaiti Santarajasam Brahma Bhutam Akalmasham. Kalmasham means contamination. Akalmasham means it is freed from all past sinful reaction. We all have so many sinful reaction we have done. So the reason we are in this material world. Okay. So to get out from this, okay, the prashanta means we have to be very, very peaceful. It is prashanta, peaceful. Like okay, then manasam means like a mind. Hyenam, yoginam, like a yogi. Sukham means happiness. Uttamam means like the highest. Upaiti, Santa Rajasham. Santa Rajasham means his passion pacified. Okay, he's very peaceful. So the yogi whose mind is fixed on me, the yogi whose mind is fixed on me. What does that me represents? Krishna. Very good. Okay. So the answer is coming from Diya. Okay. So me represents it is Krishna. Okay. So Krishna, while the Ashtanga Yoga, we have to concentrate on our the self alone. In the previous lokas we have seen. What does that self represents? It is the soul, correct? The super soul in every one of the living entity. What is that super soul? Which Vishnu is?
Kshirodakashaya Vishnu.
Kshirodakashaya Vishnu, correct? So Kshirodakashaya Vishnu, okay. That Vishnu verily attains, okay, the yogi whose mind is fixed on me, fixed on that Kshirodakashaya Vishnu, verily attains the highest perfection. They will be able to easily attain the highest perfection of transcendental happiness. Okay. It is not normal happiness, it is transcendental happiness. That is what bliss is represents. Is beyond the mode of passion. They don't have any mode of passion. Okay. He realizes his qualitative identity with the Supreme, and thus he is freed from all reactions of past deeds. So the soul and super soul has all the qualities similar, but only quantity differs, correct? How the drop of a water from a ocean and the whole ocean water, the quality it would be same, but the quantity wise, like they differ, correct? The similar manner, the soul and super soul equal in quality, but only difference in quantity. So when he is able to fix his mind in that manner, he is able to connect to the Krishna, and he will be like a freed from all sinful reaction. That is what we wanted, correct? Like we don't want to have any sinful reaction haunting us like in the current life. So then next loka, Yunjan evam sadatmanam yohi vigata kalmashaha shukena brahma samsparsam atyantam sugamashnute. Thus, the self controlled yogi, constantly engaged in yoga practice, becomes free from all material contamination and achieves the highest stage of perfect happiness in transcendental loving service of the Lord. So, by doing this constantly, he is able to attain the Lord. He is able to happily, like, okay, attain the Lord's position. Okay, let's stop here. I will go through the slides. So, from 6.25 25 to 28 we have seen. All these things we have covered. So let's cover the 25. So 25 is talking about methods to attain Yoga Ruda stage. Okay, Yoga Rurukshu is the starting. Yoga Ruda stage is like the highest stage. So pratyahara, like we have to imply our gradually like cease our sense activities. Okay, we have to have the proper conviction and intelligence. Okay, the Vishnu is represented in us, like okay, as a Kshirodakashaya Vishnu in every living entity. Okay, then he has to reach the samadhi state. How to achieve that? One has to come to this stage by conviction, meditation, and the cessation of the senses. Characteristics of the samadhi means like okay, there is no longer any danger of like being engaged in no material activities at all, and he will be involved. He doesn't involve in matter at all. Okay, he always connect to the supreme only, and he is thinking like a no pleasure other than Krishna consciousness activity. Huh? ఇది. So he attains the samadhi state by performing the Krishna consciousness activity. Okay. So then in the 26th sloka, what we have seen? nature of mind is it is flickering. The mind is like a flickering. It is unsteady in nature. And since the mind is flickering and unsteady, mind will fly away in the beginning, but should not give up hope. We have to bring back that mind like a, from that particular wherever it is wandering, like a, we have to bring it back under the control. And there is the Godasa means like a one who is addicted to their senses, and Goswami means one who is able to control the senses. That is what like the in Vrindavan, like there are many, yes, yeah, Balaji, many Goswamis, okay, who will be able to control their senses. Okay. Principles followed by self-realist yogis, like they must control the mind. The mind should not control us. Okay. So we need to control the mind. The mind should not get controlling us. We should not get addicted to that activity. Like we have to control our mind by engaging it in the right manner. Okay. Then the highest purpose is we have to purify our senses and do the devotional activity to Krishna. So that is what we have to do. Okay. Then in the 27, gradually like I attend Brahmabhuta platform by enjoying the transcendental happiness. We have to like realize the self, which is like okay inside us, and we have to fixed in our we have to determine like to perform the devotional service. So Krishna consciousness offers similar this one because we are chanting, we are hearing the Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam classes, okay, and we are able to focus our mind to do the devotional activities. Okay, that in that by doing that, like gradually we will be able to get attracted to the devotion service and detached to the material things. In the 28th sloka, Brahma Samprastha platform, like a we attain the real self-realization by identity. We are not the body, we are the soul. Okay. We are part and parcel of Krishna. And our constitutional position is like a we are not the master, we are the servant of the Lord. Okay. Then Brahma Samprastha means like a transcendental contact with the Supreme. So I lost the relationship with the Lord. Let me re-establish that relationship to the Lord by realizing this, by doing the self-realization. By doing that, like I will be able to go back to the Lord. Okay. So till then, we have seen any question, any comments, any realization, please feel free to share. And please keep revising the Kahoot quizzes, which I'm sharing it in the group. Okay, please go through that and have a good time to revise all these things and have a wonderful weekend and week ahead. Hare Krishna. Any questions? So we have Bharati Sriram, a new devotee joined like a this week class. Let's welcome them also like a to our group and please Maji, like you may need to go through some of the recorded sessions which will help you to revise the old topics like a cover till now, and you can pick it up like a from there. We will keep revising like a as and when the classes are going on. Initial 10 to 15 minutes, like we will try to revise what has been covered till now. So there are many classes being covered, like but still, if you go through, you will be able to come up to the level of like understanding.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for getting me into this group.
Yeah.
Definitely, I'll start looking at the presentations and understand if there's anything. I'll get back to you.
Okay, okay. Yeah, please feel free to reach out. And the similar way, please, if you are your friends, like anyone of you them interested, like please pass this knowledge to them and let them join also. Let me know like their number. I can add it in the group, so they will be benefited because in the 18th chapter, Krishna says very clearly, like one who passes this knowledge to others, they are most what to say, like I am very close to them. They are making like a they are very they are doing the job like a very very perfectly. So please pass this knowledge to others. By doing that, like hey, you are getting closer to Krishna. Okay, Hare Krishna.
So, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks all, and have a wonderful weekend and week ahead. With this, I am just stopping the recording and closing it.